Dragon Shire.
Hey and welcome, this time it's Heroes of the Storm, and today I'm going to analyze one of my latest Hero League games. But let's get right into the draft. I speed it up a bit so it doesn't take all that long. So the bans were Tracer and Falstad, and our first pick went for Diablo, which is okay. Then the opponents went for a Thrall and a Li-Ming, which does not really give away their strategy all that much. So we went ourselves for a solid Zagara, and I took Brightwing just because I wanted to play Brightwing and she's my go-to healer at the moment. So and then they went ahead and picked Muradin and a Karasim, which left them with a 3-hero frontline, which is pretty hard to deal with when you don't draft accordingly. So our team captain had the right train of thought and would either have picked a Tyrande or a Sonya. In the end he went with Sonya, and our last pick was a solid damage dealer as well. And their last pick was a Zul to have a better wave clear. Okay, so with this hero setup I pretty much had to go for the cleanse build on Brightwing, as the opponents have a lot of stuns and roots. So I put the build somewhere on the screen. It is pretty much unfurling spray because you don't need the hyper shift, and from there on out Mining Pixie, cleanse, blink heal, shield dust, bouncy dust and storm shield for the AoE burst healing. Our lane setup was a tri-lane at the bot lane to have the necessary heroes down in the bot lane to defend the shrine, so that we can at least hold one shrine all the time. At least that is the goal when you don't make mistakes. Like my first misplay in this game was not being aggressive enough towards Muradin, who tried to capture the bot shrine. And I didn't see that we had no one mid, so I purely relied on the Valla player to just keep the shrine altar in the mid lane safe. So I didn't went aggressive enough on the Muradin. I could have easily at least hindered him on capturing the shrine in the bot lane, and then with the Sonya showing up we should be able to at least defend the bot shrine. So the Dragon Knight goes to the enemy team, which is mostly my mistake, I would say. Even though it wasn't the biggest mistake in the world, it still was a mistake and shouldn't happen again. But all in all, the game went on. It went into a fairly even mid game. I don't show the whole game here, as it is literally nothing happening in the mid game. We just get little skirmishes and then went up to level 16, where the first scary team fight broke out, which was a fight on the mid fort. We had the Dragon Knight, and there were two notable things. So first we didn't have best position, as the fort was still up and shooting, and then we got flanked, as well as our Zagara player missed his maw. So we had one ultimate down without being effective at all. And also Sonya was about to get stunned and jumped into the opponent, which worked funnily enough out very well. But at least this was a scary team fight, and I had to do my best to keep everyone alive. But we didn't really gain anything out of it more than the mid fort. So we couldn't really capitalize on the level advantage. We were 16, they were 15, because Zagara missed her more. So we could have done more, but in the end it went okay, like the rest of the game, or most of the rest of the game. But anyways, the next big team fight was in the bot lane. It was a 4v4 fight, and with a late Zool, luckily enough, so it would be a 4v5 fight as we got caught at the bot shrine. The fight went okay, even though I couldn't save Sonya, and Vala just barely survived because she got blood for blood. But in the end we got a 2-for-1 trade, which is okay, but still we didn't had enough momentum afterwards to capitalize on the additional dead hero on the enemy side. But at least we bought us enough time to get the Dragon Knight, which then in the end led us to destroying 2 keep walls, which in itself might be a mistake, as we should have concentrated more on only 1 keep and not on both walls, I think. So we should have pushed harder in the mid lane, as they had 1 hero down, Kerosene was down, and we were all 5 members in front of their keep. I'm not 100% sure if it was the best decision to back up, but it might be worth thinking about what could have happened if we got this keep, as we basically accomplished nothing, as the walls down don't actually benefit us in the long run, where only a keep lets us spawn catapults, which gives us an advantage over the next couple of minutes. The beginning of the end started in the bot lane, where we had siege giants pushing the wall of the bot keep. So we thought we could maybe take out the bottom keep, but then got collapsed upon, and in the classical Hero League uncoordinated engage, disengage, re-engage, disengage, don't disengage at all fight that goes across the whole bot lane, we slowly lose on abilities and cooldowns, and then get collapsed upon, especially with the Sundering of the Thrall above the bottom shrine, and then lose 1 team member, lose another team member, and then a 3rd team member, which then in the end led the opponent to snowball out of control and in the end take down the core with the Dragon Knight. So with this very basic analysis of the Hero League game, the mistakes or the misplays, which are the most prominent in this game, are not capitalizing on the small advantages we gained, and losing momentum through doing stuff like siege camps and out pushing lanes without focusing first on the important targets, like taking out the enemy keep and then going back and getting siege camps. So it's basically the most standard, most common all-round mistake pretty much everyone does in Hero League. But it's still noteworthy to look at those everyday mistakes to improve in the long run. So that's about it. Thanks for watching, and maybe see you in the next one.